it's time to lock in and get some stuff done today.
Hello my friends, it's Cassie coming at you on a Friday for the much anticipated October reset video. If you're new to this format, we're gonna go through a little bit of things I need to get done, and then we're gonna talk through a lot of goal and intention setting, reflecting, all the good stuff for the past month and the month ahead to really take stock of where we're at. I also wanted to come on and say apologies for the upload inconsistency. I have found work, life, play, balance to be extremely difficult lately, and in trying to have grace with myself and get enough sleep, sadly editing time is the thing that has diminished. I love you. I'm still here. I'm still uploading. It just might be a little off and on right now. Might not always be on the same day. I am so excited to be here with you today, and let's enjoy this beautiful new month of life.
I just made my matcha and I gotta change out of my comfy clothes and into like some work comfy clothes so that I can get stuff done today. Apologies for the whirring sound in the background. I have some incense lit and my little air filter does not like it. Specifically this incense that I just got, every time I burn it, my air filter is like, do not do that. We do not like that. Apologies for the background noise. Hello everyone and welcome back. It is October and I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling a little out of sorts. I feel like every time I come to you lately, I'm just like, everything's been crazy. I feel crazy. It kind of does feel that way. Work has been kind of crazy. I had a friend staying with me last week for about a week. I've just been really out of my routines and still very much adjusting to the transition of this job and having a different amount of time in my week, along with now a transition into autumn, which is historically a bit of a tough time for me. I am a seasonal depression sufferer. The fall and winter just signal a time when I might suffer a bit. So I've been kind of in my feels. Took the day yesterday to literally just lay in my bed for most of the day. But today is a reset. So if you're new, welcome. My name is Cassie. I am 27 years old. I live in New York City. I work in management for a coffee shop here in New York. I'm a lover of life. I really do love making these vlogs. Heartbreakingly, this has been one of the things that has kind of fallen to the wayside as time has had to adjust over the last few months of getting this promotion and now working a 40-hour work week. I feel a little disconnected from you and from my videos, surely because I have 6 less hours in my week to edit and film, and I'm just struggling to kind of fit everything that's important to me into my life. I'm kind of like feeling a lot of feelings recently. With that is a little bit of anxiety. Today we're gonna do a bit of resetting. I have a big list of things I want to get done today, including some cleaning, including some organizing, phone calls I need to make to my health insurance because story of my life, I have Crohn's disease, and just like generally get prepared for the month ahead. I do love October. October is, I like to say, the most unhinged month of the year, but it's so much fun. I feel like everybody has a level of whimsy that I like to think I bring to the world regardless of the month, but it's really fun when everybody's participating and just being silly, whether it's specifically Halloween related or not. I just feel like there's a charged energy in the air in October. I am very much looking forward to it. It already is shaping up to be a busy month. I have like 3 concerts. My family's coming to visit. Tomorrow I'm going to the Lorde concert, which I'm so excited for. I've got a friend's birthday party, just like lots of celebration and living life. I want to make sure I feel relatively set up for success going into this month. Also tonight, Mel is bleaching my roots. Probably won't be included in this video because I need to edit it also today. My roots will be done imminently, and I'm wearing these press-ons that I think I'm going to take off pretty soon. I've had them on for like 12 days and I've had to glue a couple back on, but they still honestly look really good. I feel like I've kind of been delaying starting this video, so I just need to get going. I'm gonna do a little bit of tidying. I want to wash my makeup brushes. I'm gonna start with some small things. First, I'm gonna change out of my house dress. I feel like being in a nightgown isn't helping me feel productive. Sorry to come to you with some funky energy today. Just been kind of in the feels and getting caught up on sleep too. But I slept well last night. The leaves are literally falling off of my tree outside. They're already turning yellow. I'm really trying to embrace fall, but it's hard. It's like already getting dark by 7 here in New York, and anyways, okay. But it's light and it's daytime right now, so let's reset. Happy you're here. Okay, makeup brushes are clean. I had a friend recently getting rid of even more tiny plastic drawers. I have these ones set up to organize a lot of my makeup and my nail polish on the windowsill, but I thought that these drawers could help me organize this shelf a little more. I know there's a lot of tall things that won't fit in the drawers. I'm gonna see what I can do. So I'm gonna start by taking everything off of this shelf and we'll see. Here's how we've ended up. This is the new iteration of this shelf. I feel like I've had a billion since I moved into this apartment, but I have hair items here, makeup brushes, and just like a couple of my everyday products. That's lotion that I'm waiting for. This one's gonna die any day now, so I have a backup. This little tray I've repurposed to be kind of like various extra skincare stuff, not necessarily that I use every day. Pimple patches up here, nail stuff down here, little hair clips, my menstrual cup. I have all my little like makeup bags just shoved here, and then behind these drawers now I have nail stuff because I'm now a press-on addict. Even though this is my first pair, I already have bought two that I'm very excited to wear. And I still have honestly tons of room on this shelf to add other stuff, and I have a backup tray. I love organizing. These little plastic drawers, both these ones and these ones that I have here, have been a legendary expansion of my organization skills. I've always been pretty good at organizing like a flat surface, but having levels, especially something like here, like you really can't fit a lot in the surface area. Oh my gosh, levels has changed the game completely. Next order of business is finally hanging some things on my walls. I do have a few things scattered throughout. I have this little Focus on the Good faux postcard, but it's made of wood that my mother sent me long ago that I'm gonna hang up here under my like accessory station by my door. And then I have a ton of watercolor paintings that I have done over the years that I kind of want to make this like a watercolor corner, so they'll just be lining the corner and kind of expanding out. I have a vision in my head, but I haven't tried to execute it yet, so we'll see what happens. But these are the next two projects. The vision is becoming reality. I've been conceptualizing this for a while, but just haven't taken the time to actually do it. So glad I did. I'm really excited to just like continue this up the wall and across the wall. I moved my New Yorker poster over here. I still am considering possibly getting a TV for here as we get more and more into the winter season and I'm like in my home more. But we have a TV out in the living room. I don't know, I've never had a TV in my bedroom. I just like wasn't really raised in a TV family. Growing up, we always had our TV downstairs in the basement. It was very much not in our everyday family living spaces. So I'm a little like, do I really want a TV in my bedroom? But I also love watching YouTube videos, especially on a lazy day or afternoon, and I think it would be fabulous to be able to watch them not on my laptop while I'm in my bedroom. So I don't know, I'm still deciding, but for now we got a New Yorker poster up here. I have lit this garden party candle. I'm trying to use it so that I can move on to some of my autumnal candles. I'm really trying to embrace autumn and winter this year. As I started the video with, historically they have been seasons that kind of mentally distress me. I'm really trying to embrace and go with the flow of the seasons because I do think that that is the path to least resistance and least suffering. So anyways, I'm using up this garden party candle so that I can throw it away. I also recently, when my friend visited, we went to the Upper West Side Bazaar and I got this handmade coffee and sugar beeswax candle. It smells so good. A little jar that I can definitely repurpose too. I'm pretty much feeling good. I also confirmed that my doctor takes my insurance. Great news. That is done. I didn't even have to call anyone. I just used the website. I think I might actually do this now. I want to remove my press-ons. One of them just popped off in the process. As you can see, my nail is a little discolored underneath, so I want to give my nails a break. And I'm going to the Lorde concert tomorrow, so I do want to paint them like an electric blue. I'm gonna remove these and then we'll sit down and chit chat. Well, everyone, this is me embracing autumn. I have just heated myself a mug of
the finest spice cider in the land. Yes, it's Trader Joe's spice cider. I actually can't emphasize enough, you guys, that this is my favorite part of the fall and winter. This specific cider is so good. Spice blend in it is cinnamon, clove, allspice. It has orange peel, orange oil, and lemon peel. It's so good. It's sweet, but not sickeningly sweet. It's so spicy. It's so comforting. It tastes incredible heated up. So I've just warmed some for myself in a mug. I'm ready to get in the spirit. I don't even think I explained the reset video format, but I was just explaining Kai's boyfriend Jack is visiting from the UK, and he came in on me organizing the bathroom, and I was like, hi, you're gonna hear me talking to myself a lot today because I'm filming a video. And he was asking me what my video was, and I was explaining the reset concept, and he was like, that's actually a really good idea. And I was like, yeah, dude, it actually legitimately helps my life. Like, as much as I love vlogging and as much as I really do love documenting my life, it's more of a retrospective, like I love going back and watching it, but these videos truly in the moment help my real life. It's just a second to take stock and kind of catch all the things I've missed or have been putting off, reorient myself in the present moment, and see how I've been doing, see if I've been making myself proud, and check in on my life path. I use Notion as a little keeper of my goals and intentions that I set each month, which we're about to take a look at. We're gonna review September and then set some new ones for October. September as a whole was kind of a chaotic month. I'm trying to think back, like I don't even really know what the month kicked off with. Oh, the month kicked off with me having literal COVID. Okay, so yeah, that kind of set the scene for how the rest of the month went because I felt all over the place. And I truly have since I started this new position, this new more administrative position at the beginning of August. The job itself I feel pretty accustomed to now. Work has been a little crazy over the last few weeks, but it's kind of settling down. But the thing that I knew would kind of throw me off but didn't anticipate just how much it would throw me off was working more hours and having different days off. Previously in my barista managerial type job, I had Sundays and Mondays off. Now I have Mondays and Tuesdays off, working both weekend days. It is not something I want to do for an extended amount of time, but it is what it is for the current moment. And then I used to work between 30 and 34 hours in my former position, and this position is a 40-hour work week. I'm just working a lot more than I used to, and in some ways I feel less tired, but the difficult thing has been work-life balance for me. And as I was discussing a little bit earlier, specifically finding editing and filming time, which is a huge disappointment to me. I didn't upload last Sunday because I just had a lot going on and I didn't have time to edit my video. I've been trying to where was I? I've been trying to give myself time to rest and just like make sure I'm taking care of my body, especially since I started the month with COVID. That has been a challenge for me. It has been a challenge. It is a new way of life that I have not had in years, and it's been difficult to really fit in everything that's important to me. It's an ongoing process, and it probably always will be, but I do feel better now at the end of September than I did at the beginning of September, but still a little all over the place. September 5th marked my 4-year anniversary of living in New York City, which is kind of crazy that I've lived here for over 4 years now. Living here is an insane endeavor. It's truly crazy, and the longer I'm here, the more I'm like, I definitely can't do this forever. Like the level of stress and anxiety and stimulation that living here entails, and also just like money, work. It is an intense place to live. I love it so much. I'm very grateful that I get to spend my 20s in New York City and some extremely formative years of my life. I feel like it's really shaped my resilience and persistence, and I've learned a lot about the world and myself. I love it here, but it's also overwhelming, and especially in the winter time, I get a lot of sadness and anxiety that stems from not only the weather, but also just the nature of the intensity and sometimes danger of living in the city. I love New York. It's one of the most magical places on earth. Getting to live here is such a privilege and something I'm really proud of myself for. And I just can't believe it's been 4 years. That's really crazy. I went to Philadelphia at the beginning of September. Last week, my friend Lauren, one of my childhood besties, known each other since middle school, and we've been quite close for, I guess, 13, 14 years, came and visited for a week. So that was lovely, but also jarred my usual routine a little bit. I was still going to work couple of the days that she was here. Of course, we were out in the city and we went to a party and we went out one night and we did shopping and exploring, and there were moments of grounded, but also just like having someone in your space and doing touristy stuff obviously takes it out of you. So I've really been using this last 5-6 days since she left to focus on being at home, leveling things back out after a kind of chaotic time. I can say I am feeling more grounded than I have in a couple months in this moment. Anyways, that's a little September review. Let's hop into my goals and intentions for September and see how we did. September, I really do love this apple picture. I genuinely love apple season. That end of summer, beginning of fall brightness and tartness is so magical. I mean, apple cider, it's like the lemonade of the winter. Like the way I crave lemonade in the spring, summer is the way I want this to be for me. I just love appley, cinnamony, spicy treats. Shout out to the apples. Happy Rosh Hashanah. Hope it's been a good and sweet new year for all thus far. Autumn begun on the 22nd, I believe. So as I mentioned, we are solidly in a new season of life. As you see, I divided this into keep, add, let go of goals, and then some themes, which is kind of the vibe I'm curating, the intentions I'm holding. Things I wanted to keep: meditation. I definitely have been keeping up much more consistently with my meditation practice, and I do think it has helped me ground in moments of distress. Adjusting is a continual process, but as I just kind of rambled about, I do feel more adjusted than I have been in months to my current reality. I had this little wish bracelet that my bestie Mel got me back in maybe April. That was kind of like you tie it on and then it falls off when your wish has come true, but that shit was not coming off. I decided I was inspired to cut it off because I felt as though my intention had come true, and the intention that I set when I tied it on back in April, May was for a smooth transition. I didn't even know I was gonna get this job, but we were about to move and I could just feel a new phase of my life approaching, or like a transition occurring, and I wished for a smooth transition. Though I certainly have had my moments of chaos and overwhelm, I do feel as though I have passed safely into this new phase, my late 20s. I'm 27 now, and I really think these next 3 years are going to be me clarifying what my life path is, and that's a little daunting, but we'll talk about that more for the October thing. Anyways, all that to say, I'm still adjusting. I definitely am further along in the process, although it doesn't happen in a straight line. Hydration, yeah, I have been a hydrated queen. I really feel like I was dehydrated in August, and I've been emphasizing my water. I really have. To add, running, I barely ran this month, sadly, so I cannot check off run 4 times. I think I ran once, but life and scheduling got away from me, and it's a bummer. More sleep I got, and then I didn't get, and then I got again, and now I'm back in a place where I do feel like my sleep schedule has leveled out. While Lauren was here, it was a crapshoot. I think there was a 3-day period where I got a total of 9 hours of sleep, which is not good. I feel like today is the first day I feel completely caught up with my sleep debt. I got a great night of sleep, and I'm prepared to get another one tonight. The sleep goal is successful. To let go of distraction. I can't remember exactly why I wrote this at the end of August going into September, although I do feel like there has been an essential focusing as the month has gone on. I'm digging in and trying to be really specific and intentional about my time and my life and my energy. My goals: I did not run 4 times. Okay, doctor update, you guys. Did find a new primary doctor. I went through the insurance process. I went through the website, the portal, the doctor's offices, blah, blah, blah. I found someone and I made an appointment, but there was no appointment available until October 14th. That was the earliest available appointment. So I scheduled it a few weeks ago. Then about a week and a half ago, I get an email from Mount Sinai: schedule your annual appointment with my doctor, who had completely disappeared from the system a couple months ago. Could not find her, could not schedule an appointment. I was like, cool, I guess she disappeared off the face of the earth. So that was one of the things I did today. I scheduled that appointment a few weeks ago, but I wanted to triple check that she takes my new insurance, because I haven't seen her since my insurance changed last September, is good. So the good news, everyone, is after all this strife, I have an appointment with my OG doctor. It's next Tuesday, and it's just my annual physical, but as someone with Crohn's disease, the checkups are important. I'm gonna get my regular blood panel, etc., and also talk to her about the tingly finger situation. So yay, success. One less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about. enjoy visits with my people. Yes! I saw not only one of my longest friends, Emma, who I call my French sister. She was my French exchange student when we were in high school, and we've been close ever since. I was just texting with her this morning, but I went and saw her and her dad in Philadelphia at the beginning of the month, which was lovely. Then Lauren came and visited. So many long-time friendships that I've really gotten to cultivate this month, which is always special. Friendship is the meaning of life. Adjust to my new schedule. I'm gonna check off because I do think it's an ongoing process, but I have been intentional about it and I've been trying to set myself up for success. So like the intention is there, and I did not upload every Sunday. Tough month, you guys, tough month. I really did feel like pretty okay for most of it. I just felt extremely busy. Themes, soul friendship, yes. All these people who I've known for so long. We also, while Lauren was here, got drinks with one of my friends who actually lives in the city. We've been friends since we were 12. Weirdly enough, I literally never see him. It's just like we're both those kinds of New Yorkers who are always doing stuff. We saw him, which was amazing. Kai moved in at the end of August, beginning of September. Getting to make a home with her has been so special. I'm just so grateful for my people. It's really special to have a community that is meaningful in this day and age, especially because the world has been a little heavy. Connection, yep, along the same lines. Energized work, I have been doing my best. Work kind of got dramatic halfway through September. There was a lot going on. We're riding the wave and accepting change. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best with this to really accept the changes in my life as signs that I am ready for expansion and growth, signs that I can handle more and create more and do more. It's exciting to be in a phase of life where there is so much possibility, there's so much energy and excitement. It's also exhausting. I'm trying to accept this phase of life with grace, take care of myself through it. Some days are easier than others. And then end of month reflection is for my eyes only. I'm gonna go in, type a little something something. That's September. It really feels like it went by in a rapid blur. Even though I'm not in back to school life, this kind of season always feels pretty rapid, and there's just a lot going on, and the vibe in the city changes quite a bit as people start going back to school and people come back from vacations. Fashion week happens, there are more tourists. Even though I'm not involved in fashion week, it's still, there is an energy shift in New York City as a whole, and maybe the world too. And of course the world has been dramatic and scary and crazy this month, and humanity feels more divided than ever, which is horrifying, but here we are. All right, let's take a look at October. On that note, sorry, it's October. Let's buckle up and have some freaking fun. I actually, as I said before, I'm very excited for October. I think it's a fabulous month. Libra season is always a joy. That's my rising sign. So much fun, so much whimsy, so much good company and good vibes, and I think October is going to be a lovely month. I also love the witchiness that starts to come in. It does feel like the veil is thin between us and the divine as we approach the darker seasons of the year, so trying to lean into that. I've been investigating spirituality a great deal as of late. My boyfriend is Jewish, so I've been doing a lot of research about Judaism. Did some tarot while Lauren was here, just generally getting into the vibes of the divine, because I think they can offer us a lot, and moving with the seasons is the way to stay sane. So let's get on into it. The picture at the top is a bunch of spices. I hope to do some baking this month. We also have an autumn leaf because that's what's up. My tree outside is already starting to turn yellow and lose some of its leaves, and I am sad. Things I want to keep: reading. I've gotten much more in the swing of reading as September went on, and it always feels good to have that be my primary activity versus watching things. Prioritizing sleep. Like I said, I've been doing a much better job of this and I want to continue it. Morning routines. I have a pretty solid morning routine on a normal work day. I get up about 30 minutes before I need to actually clock in and do my meditation and do a little round of stretching before clocking in and starting to get ready. I work from home for the first usually like hour of my day and then head into the stores. That's been a pretty nice, just like starting my day with some breathing and some movement. So I definitely want to keep that up. And I'm also gonna say press-ons because I just took them off, but I actually got my first round of press-ons because my boyfriend Jacob wanted me to scratch his head with them. Literally, that is the reason. This man loves a head scratch, and he was like, I feel like they would feel really good. So he bought me a pair. They were a little too big, so then I bought that red pair to try. They're the Olive and June brand. I've always thought press-ons would annoy the hell out of me because I do not like having long fingernails. I cut my natural nails about every week because they just bother me when they get long. So I really have always been like, I don't like press-ons, even though I'd never tried them. And then I tried them and now I'm obsessed. I already have 2 pairs lined up to use in the future. I'm a press-on girl now, I guess. But I am gonna give my nails a little break this week. I'm gonna paint them for the Lord concert. Very excited to try out more and more press-ons. Okay, things to add. I do want to include running here. I just genuinely love to run. I'm disappointing myself that I haven't been prioritizing it. So I think I talked about this in a vlog that maybe I haven't posted yet. I recently wrote out each day of the week what I should be doing or what I want to be doing in my free time after work, and I blocked out time to run on Wednesdays. I hope I can make it happen in October. I believe in myself. Also, to add, daily vlogging. I just have not been in the habit of taking you guys through my regular days, and those are some of my favorite videos to make, and I feel like I really shine as a documentarian, so I apologize, and I hope to make the time and energy for it in the coming months. Also, Vlogmas is coming up. Like, what am I gonna do? I can do it, but I need to start practicing so that it becomes a habit by then. To let go of control of my life path. Okay, everyone, as I kind of touched on when I was discussing September, as I've turned 27 and as I've moved apartments, I've been in New York City for 4 years, I'm really kind of feel like I'm graduating from one chunk of life to a new chunk of life, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out what that's going to be. The older I get, the more viscerally I feel all of the paths of my life falling away and the path becoming more defined and specific, like the fig tree analogy we're all very familiar with. I actually read The Bell Jar earlier this year and it was a really bizarre book, but I digress. It is both a comforting and securing feeling to feel my path honing, and a scary feeling because I'm like, what if I'm picking the wrong path? And at the end of the day, I really don't believe that there is a wrong or right way to live a life. I think everybody is individual and unique, but I do want to give myself the best chance at happiness and peace and love and joy, and sometimes it's hard to know what that will entail, especially because I don't really have a specific vision or plan for my life. Since moving to New York City, have been sorting through a lot of things that I thought my life would be that it hasn't ended up being, and I've come to terms with it, and it's not something that I'm like incredibly distressed that I'm not an actor on Broadway even though I got an acting degree. These are all things that I have kind of convened with the realities of life and accepted my circumstances. The future holds unknowns, and I just want to be happy and fulfilled. I'm kind of parsing through that, but also I don't need to decide anything right now. Like, this is all very much future thought. So I want to let go of some of that urge to control the life path. Goals: upload every Sunday, spend intentional time with my family. My family is coming to visit at the end of October, my parents and my brother. I'm so excited to have them. I love my family. I haven't seen them since I was back in June for my brother's graduation. We love to explore cities together. We're gonna have so much fun. They're gonna meet Jacob, my boyfriend, for the first time. It's gonna be a lovely family affair, and I'm very excited to have them here and to get to spend some time with them. Dress up for Halloween. So here's the deal, you guys. Last year for Halloween, Mel and I iconically dressed up as Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street, and now I'm kind of just like, nothing can top that. Like, that was one of the best costumes I might do in my entire life. I also just, in general, Halloween as a concept sounds amazing, but the theme is just so broad. Like, you could really be anything, and that's a little daunting for me. I much prefer a narrower theme. I'm like, oh, if we all have to dress as mermaids, then that's great. I could be a mermaid, but I also could be Harry Potter. I could be whatever I want to be. Just like my life path, and it's difficult to make a selection. I do want to dress up though. I already have 3 Halloween parties I've been invited to, so I'm excited to celebrate. I'm excited to be whimsical. I just don't know what I'm gonna be yet. I gotta get thinking about that one. And then finally, my goal is to balance work, play, and rest. That is the eternal struggle. Themes for this month. First off, spiced treats. I want to be drinking this a lot. I also really want to bake cinnamon rolls this fall winter. That's a personal goal of mine. Doesn't necessarily have to be this October, but at some point as the weather cools. I love a chai. I love an apple cider donut. Just all the spicy, delicious autumnal treats I'm trying to lean into. Whimsy. Spending time intentionally. Spiritual study. So a general theme of embracing the magic, honing my knowledge, and indulging, because that's what the autumn is for. I did the other day at Trader Joe's purchase this fall, it's a greeting card, but I ripped it
into more of like a print, and it says, "This is fall, enjoy it all," and then it has all the fun autumnal things, and I hung it on the cupboard in the kitchen so that I see it every day to remind myself to enjoy the fall things that we do not get to experience all the time. I'm really trying to lean into gratitude because the darkness is hard for me, but there's a lot to be grateful for and a lot to enjoy, so that is what I'm trying to do this October. We did it. I hope that you have been inspired to, if nothing else, go buy Trader Joe's spiced cider, put it in the microwave for 2 minutes in a mug, and really just soak in the love. I bet it would be so good with like a cinnamon stick too. Oh my god. And just generally to lean into what the season has to offer us. I am saying this as much of a reminder to myself as I am to you that the seasons are here for a reason, to invite us to experience different parts of life in different ways, sometimes more closely than others. And I do believe that autumn is a time to reflect, process, and really enjoy the harvest of our hard labor from the previous year. If we think back to when people were living off of the land, this was a time of a lot of hard work and preparation, but also enjoying what has come to pass because of all of the work we have done in recent times. I'm trying to bring that vibe to my life and work hard because I know that I am lucky to have things that I can work hard at, and also allow myself to process and rest and enjoy all the beautiful blessings that are in my life. That's what I'm trying to do. I hope you can do the same. Please go do something that makes you happy today. You deserve it. Get something delicious like Trader Joe's spiced cider and soak up a little autumn treat like a good book or a football game. I do have a fantasy football team. It is not primarily run by me. I do consult Jacob every week about it, but I don't really watch football. But anyways, we don't have to talk about the fantasy football. I hope you all are doing well. I'm sending you lots of love. I apologize for the inconsistency. I'm really doing my best, and that's all we can do. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again incredibly soon. Okay, bye.